We have been isolating at home for weeks, and if you or someone you love is celebrating a birthday in ISO, there's no reason to miss out on a special cake to celebrate. So as part of our baking week, let's bring in Buttercream Lane's Daniela Boutros. It's great to see you, lovely lady. Now, you are going to show us how to upgrade some classic birthday favourites with everyday household items. Where do we start?
Absolutely. So I've got a classic cookie recipe because people are still loving the cookies, and you can crush them up and throw them through a box mix recipe. And also empty your cupboards of all those things, especially leftover Easter eggs, because these can be popped into batter and made really nice and yummy. And I'll show you how to swirl them through.
Oh, wow. That's a good idea.
What about something for a more mature palate? Is it true you can repurpose tea bags in the sweet treat department?
This is true, and this is one of my favourites. So I'm a big fan, Ange, of the French Earl Grey tea. So if you, nice and hot, pop in really concentrated Earl Grey tea, a whole heap of sugar and a little squeeze of lemon, you can actually make a really divine syrup out of this, a sugar syrup. And you can use pretty much any tea that you have at home. You know those good old fruity teas that you think are a good idea to buy and then you never drink them?
Yep.
This would be what I'd be doing with it. Put some sugar in. You're going to simmer that until it becomes a little bit thicker, and then we're going to pour it over some beautiful cupcakes. So that's a good little one to do.
Yeah, good repurposing. Obviously, with all the empty shelves at the moment, we don't want to waste any food. And now I believe you've got some party favourites up your sleeve that you can use leftovers to be a part of it. Ripe fruit.
Oh, yes, definitely. So ripe fruit. So we're filling up our cupboards, but then we're not using it all. So I got some ripe mangoes that I had. If you pop them in a pan, some sugar, and then the little secret here is some jelly crystals.
Oh.
So this will make a beautiful jam with a little bit of water, and this is going to make a jelly jam for you. And this you can pop in your batter in your tin, pop in your jelly jam once it's cooled down completely, and then put some more batter on top, and you've got this luscious layer in the middle of this yummy fruit. And it's beautiful. Same thing you can do with apples. You can just put a bit of butter, brown sugar, and some custard powder, and then you've got a really yummy custard caramel apple filling as well to make an upside down cake.
Now, Daniela,
we'll let
as you
that
know,
simmer there for.
Daniela, as you know, I thought we were soulmates, but now that I've found out you like Earl Grey tea, you are dead to me. For the sake of this segment, though, I am going to persevere. What other household items can we swirl into our birthday treats?
Let me show you. I'm going to make that up to you, Joe. You're going to love me again, I promise.
Okay.
So, swirling treats, I think a really fun thing is peanut butter and jelly. So we don't have a lot of that here in Australia. It's an American thing, but get your box cake mix or your classic favourite recipe, and then get some jam. Pop in, you just want to pop in dollops anywhere. You don't have to be too precious about it. Some peanut butter.
Oh.
Whoop! I love making a mess in the kitchen.
I think Elvis just came back to life.
And then just a small skewer.
Oh, that's clever.
And then you just mix it through, and this is a peanut butter and jelly cake. Just smack bang. This I used a packet mix because I was cheating last night. And look at that. And you can do that with anything. You can swap out your butter for some coconut oil, and it'll give it a coconut flavour. Any leftover Easter eggs, pop them into your mix. Like, we can double this up. This is fine. Like, let's go full hog. I mean, it's isolation.
Yeah, check the ones with the wrappers on.
Everyone's wearing stretchy pants at the moment.
Let the kids poop some glitter. That's what I say.
And then freeze-dried berries. These are super yummy too. So you can pop them through and just have fun with it. But go through the cupboard and see what you've got.
Okay, you've won me back.
Do you want to?
Great. I'm going to put in some 2-minute noodles and soy sauce.
I've got your back, Joe. So you know what I want to do? I'm just going to, there's our tea syrup. It's already getting nice and thick, if you see it there.
What kind of tea is that, Daniela?
So I've made some cupcakes. Sorry?
What kind of tea would that be, Daniela?
Let me just... Oh, the tea that you like, Joe.
Oh,
what
thank
tea
you.
do you like?
Thank you. Bit of Irish breakfast. Well, see, I told you we're soulmates. You laughed at all my jokes.
There we go.
Don't encourage him,
I've just
Daniela.
poked some holes into the cupcake. I know, but he's my soulmate, as he said. Tara's okay with it, so we're good. So I've just poked some holes into these vanilla cupcakes, and look how we're just giving them some life. Imagine going to Joe's house and saying, "I've made you Irish breakfast tea cupcakes."
Yes.
Just gives them something a bit different, a bit fancy. You sound like you did something great, but that could just be a box mix. And then, do you want to know something really cool?
Yes.
Oh.
So, I always have leftover buttercream, and this is out of date. And I know all my girlfriends right now and guy friends are emptying out their pantries of everything.
Yep.
So, if you have some expired goods, why don't you get the kids to make some cupcakes? And since they're creating so much on TikTok lately, let them have some fun, and they won't eat them, but let them bake out of anything that's expired and then film something really cool like...
Whoa! Yes!
Very great ideas,
That'll
Daniela.
keep them occupied.
But I've got to say, who has leftover
And can I
buttercream?
just say, this is cheaper. This is cheaper than therapy.
I love her so much.
Moments like this, I regret having a glass dining room table, Daniela, but thank you.
We miss you. It's always great to see your lovely face and get your tips. Thanks for the sugar hit,
That was
lady.
amazing. Remind me of my vasectomy there for a minute.